Hey everybody, Stu Johnson here. Just wanted to do another video. This is my second article out of 3 articles. Remember, that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up 3 articles on our blog to start with. First one's going to be about 1,000 or over, and between 1,000 and 1,500 words. The second one is the one we're doing right now. This is 700 words. Actually, this is over 1,000 too. What happens is I get the articles that I have some people write, and then I add to them, and then it ends up increasing the word count. So I got like 1,200 words on this one. You know, it really doesn't matter. The word count isn't really that important. It's just good to have different sized articles just to vary things up a little bit. But one thing's for sure, and that is that Google loves chunky content. It really loves when you put some good beefy articles up there. They just love that. So I really recommend you, if you're going to do an article, it's better to do 1,000 word article per week and build backlinks to that article, okay, than it is to do an article every single day and try and build backlinks to all of them all the time, and just it gets too confusing, okay, for a beginner, okay, that doesn't have a lot of, if you're just starting out, even if you're experienced, you don't have a team of people working for you, you have time for one a week, sometimes at most, right? I mean, sometimes people get really busy, so, and you can outsource the article. I have a place that I use. It's very reasonable. The people that write, they're experts, elite writers. You can pay a lot per article. I mean, we're talking, $30, $40 an article. But the writing is flawless. I mean, you just pick the keyword, and they write the article, and you just paste it in, and that's exactly what I did here. I did not slave over all this stuff. Although there was a time when I did write my own content, for 3 or 4 years, and it's taxing. I mean, it takes a long time, just to sit down and format and write like a 700-word article and put the pictures in and the video embedding and all that stuff and make sure you upload it to your social channels. It's sort of like something that you sit down and you do this once. It's sort of the idea behind repurposing content. I'm going to get off my soapbox here in a second, but repurposing the same content is really, you're doing more with less. That's the whole goal here. I'm sure there's some people watching that know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm sure the people that didn't know before know what I'm talking about now. It's pretty obvious that nowadays, more than ever, and I talk about it in this article actually, down here at the bottom, right here it says, I just filled this in, I added this. As the internet literally explodes, your highest pursuit should be passive income, because time is more and more becoming a more short supply. I mean, you see people every day, I'm busy, I mean, busy is the word, folks. And pretty soon there's not going to be enough hours in the day to get done the things you need to get done. And it's happening, I mean, I see it happening everywhere. People are running for their lives, man, just to get back and forth to work. And time is being constrained. So we need ways to make money when we're not working. It doesn't mean we're lazy, it just means we're smart. We don't want to die. Okay? Because, you can only work so hard, before stuff starts breaking down. And I'm sure, there's people out there. Anyway, I'm not getting into personal stuff here, but I just wanted to just tell you, that I've been there before. I worked with a company that worked with IBM and medical software, and I was director of marketing and consulting for the company, and it was a taxing job, 70, 80 hours a week, and, the money was good, but, the pay on the inside was real bad. So, it really took its toll on my health, and I think this is just a smart way to go. It's a good way to take care of yourself, and live a good life, live a quality life, Not that you're not living a quality life now, it's just there's a lot more freedom out there if you can let the money carry you forward. And all that money is from people that you're helping get what they want. So if somebody's coming to you for advice on SEO, or somebody's coming to you for advice on whatever it is that you specialize in, everybody's good at something. I think there's a book in everybody. Anyway, I digress big time. Sorry about that. Anyhow, in this article, I went through and I did all the stuff that we normally do to our articles. And I believe, there they are. Okay, we need our keyword in our title. It's the first thing we need, so let's look up at the top, how to make a website for free. That's the keyword. All right. So we need it in our title. We also need in our URL. So it could be in the main URL here, blah blah blah.com, right? Separated, each word separated by a dash, and then this is called a slug. This is also sort of a sub domain looking thing. It's got the slashes in between each keyword. So the keyword has to be in the URL too. It should be. So if your keyword is high traffic keyword, it should be in the URL of the article, where the article is going to be on your site, keyword in url.com. Okay. And if we look at up here, it'll show us, if we're using WordPress, that we do. So how to make a website for free, this is where we want it. And if we wanted to change it, we just hit edit, and we can go in here and make this whatever we want. And when we get it where we want, just push OK. You go back in, hit it again. So that's how you do it. Okay, so let's look at some of the other things we need to do. Okay, we need H1, H2, and H3 tags. We got them. They're all in here. Okay, if I highlight something, it shows me what it is. It's an H1. Okay, let's go down. And remember, H2. There we go. You don't have to have them all over the place. Just, have them. There we go. And H3. Okay, that's basically it. Now I've got my H1, H2, H3. I also need one at the top. I need my keyword at the top, and I need it bolded at the top too. So I need the keywords at the top and bold. Okay, so here it is. Make a website for free. I did bold it, so we're good. And I also need one at the bottom too. Okay. So I need the keyword all the way at the bottom. Notice I did not do that. Okay, I didn't do that on purpose. The reason I didn't do it is because I want to look as random as possible. I know what the rules of optimization are. I mean, I can see them on this this checklist. But doing every single one every single time is too consistent. It's too symmetrical. Google's going to see something's going on. There's a pattern. And whenever they see a pattern, they're like, huh. So every time you do an article, just randomly take one of these and toss it. Don't do it. Okay? So underline and italicize, something I hadn't come up with before. I came up with that. So you can also find your keyword and underline and italicize them as well. That seems to help your ranking, your on-page factors. And then alt tag in your picture. So our photo, if we click on the image in the image icon on the image, it'll open up a text box or edit box. Alternative text, that's what we want. How to make a website free. It's in there. Okay? And if I have another picture, which I do at the top, it should be in here too. And it is. Okay? And then down here I have sort of like a little last paragraph. And this is called a segue. It's kind of the squeeze. It's another word for it. At the end, you go, if you'd like to basically solve all the problems of, falling into common pitfalls and stuff like, not knowing, because you don't know where you are and you don't have a map to the territory, you know what you're doing, and you're probably going to end up skinning your knee and, falling into a ditch, at some point and, twisted something pretty bad. How about just avoiding all that and come into our seminar, come to our class, and, we'll give you a good map to the territory so you don't fall on your tuchus every 5 yards. So that's basically how you want to format your articles. Is there's a problem, and then you have the solution. Of course, you're offering a solution to the problem. The problem here is, I don't have enough money to, pay these people thousands and thousands and billions of dollars. I mean, not that it's that much, but it's pretty expensive. Don't have enough money to pay all these people all this money for, search engine optimization, for copywriting and, technical writing and, making my copy and my content persuasive so people will click the link at the bottom. Because it's one thing to throw words on a page and be search engine optimized. Great. Traffic comes, okay? What about the quality of the writing? Was it just sort of monkey writing? I mean, was it just thrown on the page and, it looks like it's like 5 different people that are in 5 different countries and they're all just learning English, all thrown on one page? Or is it, does it have continuity? Does it flow? Does it read well? I mean, that's really important stuff. I know it seems like little pithy stuff, common piddly stuff, but it's actually really important that not only does your content speak to the search engines the way they want to be spoke to, but that it also speaks to people psychologically the way they want to be spoken to. And most people just want to see something interesting and cool. Okay, so they're already interested in how to make a website for free. Obviously they search for it. Now you just have to tell them in the way they want to be told. And the way most people want to be told is there's a problem. Okay, this is what I went through. I fell on my face a million times, and I found that things tend to work better this way. And I've got these accolades, and I've got this type of award and certifications, blah, 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 and this is who I am. And I'll give you your money back if you're not satisfied. So it's 100% guarantee that you will get your money back. And a lot of people might say, well, I don't want guarantees, stuff like that. What's that got to do with SEO? Well, not much with SEO, but there is SEO, and then there's conversion. And conversion is the part where people have to buy something from your site. And if you don't know how one plays into the other, then it's going to be difficult for you to make the whole sphere work, because there's two hemispheres. There's traffic and conversion. Traffic is getting people to visit your site. Conversion is, converting them into a customer. And you're not really converting them or changing them. You're changing yourself into the person that they need to interact with to get what they want. Okay? That's basically what you're doing. So, if you do that, and you give people what they want, and tell them what they want to hear, that type of thing, and you have something they really need, they will buy it from you because they know that you know how they feel. I think that's really the bottom line. So, this article's been optimized. Now remember, we used to go down to, or last time we went down to Yoast, and this is a plugin for SEO that you can download from the WordPress database for plugins. And it says my keyword density is 0.5%, which is a bit low, and the keyword was found 6 times, so I could afford to add a few keywords. The keyword is, of course, how to make a website for free. And there's stop words, these things called stop words. They're A, and basically, stop words, Google doesn't usually read them. A is small words. It goes over a lot of stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there. It's part of my keyword phrase, so I kind of have to leave it in there. It's not going to make sense if I take it out. It won't read right. Okay, so the next one's the images on this page do not have alt tags containing your keywords. Yes, they do. We just saw that we went in and saw that one. So sometimes, folks, this isn't always accurate. This Yoast plugin, it'll tell you, stuff that's not happening when it really is. And then in the advanced tabs is all advanced stuff. You don't need to worry about this now. If we go to social, you'll see a Facebook description and a Google description. So if you've got this hooked up to your Facebook and Google media channels, which you should both have, in fact, you should have YouTube, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter if you're doing a website. Everything else is a sideshow, or at least right now it is. I know that, Pinterest is huge, and I know that Tumblr's big, and there's a million things going on, but, who owns YouTube? Google, right? Who owns G+? Google. Okay, well, let's use their stuff, because, that's their search engine 80% of the world uses. So, at any rate, I just wanted to, and also here are my tags over here. I just went to the Google search engine and just typed in how to make a website, and then there was this drop down of ghost keywords. You've probably seen that before. As you're typing, it'll start to kind of type in words, and just grab those and put those in there. And all tags are the basic term, the seed term, which is how to make a website. And then, how to make a website an app, how to make a website a banner, and just offshoots on that. And that's basically it. So, we've done a pretty good job. We've got our H1, H2, H3. We've got one at the top, one at the bottom, bolded at the top. The last thing we need is an internal link to another page. So all we need to do is, and the internal link does not have to be your keyword. It could be and this is the one I made yesterday. So I'm going to link to the article I made yesterday. So did you see this here? Okay, let's do this again just so you saw that. We highlighted this text. We come up to the link icon, insert link. Okay, now instead of coming up here and typing stuff in, which we could do, or choose something that we had before, we come over here to or link to existing content, and it drops down. We could search through all our content just by using this search box here. Okay, so yesterday I wrote this. Actually, I wrote this yesterday. So we're going to choose this and see how it shows up in the URL up at the top. It just pops it right in here for us, and then it throws the title up here too. And I usually open in a new window or tab because I want people to stay on my website. Okay, that's very important. So add link, and there it is. So we just needed that. Let's hit update. And that's basically it. So we've got it all pretty much done. Now if we come here and just hover over this green SEO, if the Yoast tells you you're doing good, you're doing real good. So those guys are the best. Now this page is ready to get backlinks. So that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. There's one more step, basically, is to take the video that I'm recording right now, which I can't have on the page because I'm in the middle of recording it, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I'm going to embed the video somewhere on this page, probably somewhere in the middle or something. But the video will be on the page too, just in case somebody wants to watch. Anyhow, this is Stu Johnson from howtomake-a-website-work-for-you.com. I hope you got something out of this video. I gab a little bit, talk a little bit during my video, but hopefully you got something out of it. I really meant that stuff in there. Here's another thing I threw in here. If you want passive income, you got to stay the course, or it's game over. Normally it takes 6 months for sites to pop and to go into autopilot. Okay, and just build your knowledge on the good information that's here, and you can easily build out or extrapolate. That means it's knowledge in the right direction instead of in the wrong direction, which is 97% of the stuff online tells you. Do stuff like this and sketchy, shady, this and that, and all that other stuff. So just keep it straight, just keep it white hat. You don't really have to cheat. Just put out good content, help people out. That's really what it's all about. That's what people pay for. They pay for stuff that improves the quality of their life. That's it. So anyway, this is Stu Johnson. Again, if you have any questions, please hit me up via the contact form on the site. If there's a ticket system, open one of those up. And if you want to, you can use a Fiverr ticket system as well. Thanks a lot, and take care.